Hello everybody, this is SimNet Pause and Practice Excel Chapter 3-1, Excel 3-1. So if you click here, you will be able to download the Perfect Rentals 03 Excel file. Download it. I've already downloaded it and I opened it here. The first task is to click it open and then click on Enable Editing if it is in a protected mode. Click on Enable Editing and then you try and then you resize the file so you're able to see both the instructions and the file by itself. Okay, so I have it half of the instructions and half of the file. Okay, now it says the file, save the file name into your initials PPE 3-1. So that's the first task. Save as. I'm going to save it in my documents. Normally I have documents. I'm going to be saving it in my documents. I'm going to save it in my documents and I'm going to rename it as your initials PPE 3-. Save. Okay. Now task 2, select P&L worksheet tab. So there are several worksheets here at the bottom. Let me make it maximize it and show you. See, there's last year rental income, P&L, rental days. So the tasks requires us to open the P&L worksheet tab. So click on P&L. We are here in P&L and two columns G and H are hidden. If you take a look at this, after A, B, C, D, E, F, and then it jumps to I, G and H are hidden. So we don't need that currently for this exercise. So we're going to continue the data necessary for, but not for this work in this chapter. Okay. So we're going to leave it as it is and go to the next one. We're going to insert a chart. So creating a chart object, select cells A4 to D9. So we're going to select from A4 all the way till D9. D9. Okay. Select them, click and drag and select them A4 to D9. Click on Quick Analysis button near D9. When you go near D9, you see a small button that comes up here. That's called a Quick Analysis button. If you see, it's called Quick Analysis. If you don't see that, you could press Control Q. It'll bring up the Quick Analysis. Okay, but if you have it right here, you can click on this. It brings up this charts here. You have to select charts. And the task here says click clustered column icon. See, this is a clustered column. Select that and it automatically takes that data and creates a chart for you. Okay. Now that's the end of task 3. Now we go to task 4. Position and size the chart object. Now this is a chart object. Click the chart object if not selected. The way you know if it is selected is you see the circles around it. That means the chart is selected. If you click outside, it gets deselected. If it is not selected, click on this and select it. And now you can move it around. If you see, you'll be able to move the chart around to reposition it. So it's saying point the chart object to move, drag the chart so that its top left corner is in cell A12. So move it around so that the top right hand corner will be in A12. So here, so it has to cover the A12. There you go. That's A12. Okay. And then point the lower right selection handle to display the resize arrow and then drag the pointer to J30. All the expenses data is covered. If you see, there's actually an expenses table here. And so they're asking, the instruction asks us to drag resize it all the way till J30. So let's go to 30 now and then to J. There you go, J30. So the whole expenses menu is going to get covered by the chart. That is the task 4. Let's take a look at it. See if you maximize it and see. This is how the chart will look like from A12 all the way till J30. We have resized it and positioned it. Okay. Now let's go to the next task, which is choose a quick layout. Select the chart object if necessary. It's already selected. If you see, the chart is already selected. Click on quick layout button, which is chart design, chart layers. When you select the chart, you will see a chart design temporary menu come up. Okay. Now, if you take a look at this, if you go out of the chart, this chart design and format is actually called a sub menu, will disappear. See, if you this menu, sub menu, will only temporarily appear only if you select the chart. So let's select the chart. So you get the chart design. So when you select the chart design, so select quick layout from the chart design, chart layouts group, and select layout 11. That's what it's asked. So go to chart design, go to quick layout. Its quick layout is right here. Click on quick layout and then select layout 11. This is layout 1, 2, 3. So this makes it layout 11. Okay, so select on layout 11. See, now it looks something like this. That's the end of task 5. Next, let's go to task 6. Create a chart sheet. Now select A4 to A8 on the P&L sheet. Let's go back to P&L sheet and select A4 to A8. So A4 all the way till A8. Okay. And then hold control. If you want to hold multiple ranges, you hold control and then you select E4 to E8. See, thereby it selects multiple. See, you've selected A4 to A8 and E4 to E8. Okay, good. Now, you're purposefully not including 9 because we're going to see how to correct it later on. Okay, so we have selected A4 to A8 and E4 to E8, and now we're going to click on recommended charts in the insert tab, charts group. Click on insert tab, charts group. If you see charts group, you will see this is the chart group here. Click on recommended charts and select clustered bar. It says selected clustered bar. This is clustered column. This is a file map. This is a pie chart, and this is clustered column. Clustered bar. Sorry, clustered bar. Select clustered bar and click OK. Okay, now click OK. See, now you have a new chart. Okay. Now we are going to copy this or create a new sheet here. In the bottom, if you see, we're going to create a new sheet and move this chart to that new sheet. How do we do that? So click on move chart, click on chart design tab, location group. So make sure that this chart is selected and then we go to chart design and then move chart. If you see, you have move chart here. Click on move chart. You have to click on new sheet. New sheet. And then type the name income chart as the sheet name. Instead of chart 1, we're going to create income chart. Now what this does is it creates a new sheet called income chart here, and it copies or moves this chart or this clustered bar chart to that page. Let's see if it does it. Okay. There you go. See, now you have a new sheet at the bottom where you had P&L rental income. It's created a new sheet called income chart and move that chart from P&L to income chart. Okay, right. Let's go to choose the chart style. Now we're going to go click on more button in the chart styles group. We are still in the income chart sheet. Okay, so make sure the chart is selected and then we go to chart design. Chart styles, click on the more button. This is the more button. Click on more and then we're going to select style 7. This is style 1, 2, and that makes it the 7. Okay, so select style 7. Good. Okay, so this is how it looks. Now we are going to go and correct this. If you remember, we selected A4 to A8. Okay, so now we have to correct it and add A9 to it because it was incomplete. We left out one state. If you go back to P&L and see, we just selected A4 to A8. So we have to include A9. How do we do that? Okay, let's go back to income chart. So how do we do that? So select data. Make sure that chart is selected. Select data from the chart design data group. Chart design data group, select data. Click on this. And now if you see, it tells you what styles or what range we have included. Okay. Now you can either go and correct this as A9, you can just type it from A9, but the instruction tells us delete the whole range. It says delete this whole range. So just go and delete the whole range. And then select A4 to A9 from the P&L sheet and E4 to E9. Now we're going to correct this. Keep this as it is. Let the data source be as it is. Now go to P&L sheet and let me show you how. As you do it, it gets entered in the cell range here. See, now we are going to do from A4 to A9 and we are going to hold control and we're going to select E4 to E9. See, now the range has changed and then you click OK. Previously we did from A to 8, A4 to A8 and we did from E4 to E8. Now we are correcting it, adding in all the 5 states. Now if you click OK, the chart on the income chart sheet will change. Okay, let's see. There you go. See, now you have an extra state included also. Okay, so Wisconsin is also displayed here. Click OK. That's it. Right, now we go to task 9, preview the charts for printing. Okay, now if you want to print this, you have to you have to make changes while you print it. It's easy to do that. Let's see how to do that. Preview the charts for printing. Click on income chart sheet. Click on the income chart sheet, which is here. We are already here. Click the file tab, choose print. File, print. Okay. Now, click the page setup link at the bottom. If you see, there's a page setup here. By the way, we are not printing. You don't have to print the page, but we are just doing that task to complete it. If you don't have a printer, that's fine. You do not have to print the page and submit it. Okay. So make sure that we are just doing the task, but we are not printing the page. Okay, good. Let's go back again. Click on page setup. We are on task 9C, and then add a header to display the file name at the right section. If you see here, it says header and footer. Click on this, and then create a header. We are creating a header, and then the header should be on the right section of the worksheet. So click on right section and enter the file name. File name is Excel PPE E3-1 and click OK. Return to the sheet. Okay. Click OK. Okay. Now if you see, the file name is on the right hand top right hand corner of the thing as per the instructions. Click P&L worksheet and come back. You don't have to print it. Okay, so return back to the sheet, click on P&L and come back to A1 or select cell A1. Wherever you are, if you hit A1 or control, wherever you are in the worksheet, control home will take you to A1. Okay, return to the worksheet. You don't have to print it. You do not have to complete this task. Don't print it. You do not have to print it. Many of you may not have printer. That's fine. Save the file, save, or you could hit the save button here and save your file and submit it in the Dropbox. Good luck, everybody.